Morning, gang.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Brandon here. I'm going to wait for Kyle to get in. He's joining still. Probably give it until 10:05. Sorry for running a little bit late today. Had some other stuff I had to take care of this morning, so we'll get started here shortly.
Hey, Costa. Enjoying a nice Sprecher root beer here from Menards today.
Hey, what was that, Mitch? I didn't catch that last part.
I was showing we got Sprecher root beer here from Menards.
Yeah, I know. I see the 2 cases behind you.
It's a popular item here at the shop.
I still have a half a case in my car from when I was there.
Did you give Costa some?
Yeah, I gave him one.
One.
All right. If people join in the middle, that's fine. Obviously, this is being recorded, so everybody can see it afterwards. On Oil U, there's a playlist. So today I want to talk about something that's super important to our business. Go. Sorry, admitting people still. So, okay, cool. Can everybody see my screen? Okay,
Yep.
and he already knows, so that's
Yep.
good. So today I want to go over fleet accounts. Fleet accounts are a very big part of the business. And I want to go over how we get those fleet accounts and maintain them, and kind of some of the templates that we have. This fleet account template we have under templates right here. We have operations templates and fleet templates. So I want to go over these today with you. These are multiples. It just kind of gives you an idea. These other 2 right here kind of just face fillers, and we can oh, 1 second, sorry. There we go. I'll put that over there. There we go. We still got people joining in, so. All right, so back to what I was saying. Fleet accounts, super important to our business. We have fleet account templates in here on the oilu.org page. You go to oilu.org, you can go over here to templates and click on fleet templates, and this will give you our talk track. This is kind of our script that we use when we send out emails and phone calls. And then this also is something that we use. You can make your own version of this depending on what you want it to say and your pricing that you can change inside of your square itself. We have 3 different fleet packages. We have fleet package A, fleet package B, fleet package C. Those are for different types of oil changes. So A is usually just the regular oil change. B can be for diesels, and then C can be for full synthetic. If you have adjusted your prices in your markets, then you're going to want to adjust these prices as well in your square stand. You do that by going to the item library or the dashboard on your desktop or on your laptop. Go to the dashboard, go to items, and then library, and then you can search for fleet package A, fleet package B, fleet package C, and you can change those accordingly. Here, I just want to go over what our speech says. It says, "Good afternoon. My name is Brandon, and I am an account rep for corporate or Costa Oil 10-minute oil change." For you, it would say franchisee. Following up on a phone call that one of my managers had. My managers have sent to your business about possibly servicing your fleet vehicles for steeply discounted prices. We are a 10-minute oil change shop that doesn't require appointments. We can do your commercial vehicles on a net 30 billing basis if you'd like, and we'll pick up the sales tax on our end. So this would be a tax-free sale that you would do and just pick it up. It's only a couple bucks on top of the service. I've attached a fleet letter that has our fleet pricing, and I've also attached a retail price comparison chart that shows you what our retail customers get versus the competition. Also attached is a free oil change coupon. You're always going to want to offer them an oil change coupon just to experience the service. Maybe the boss or the foreman of the company is like, "Hey, I need an oil change. Hey, I'm going to go and get one of these free oil changes from this place just to see how it is," and then he can report back to the whoever they have to on their side to make those decisions. I would do your own market research on what the fleet accounts are. You can call Jiffy Lube, Valvoline, any of the big competitors in your area. Say, "Hey, my name is, John Smith. I work for a fencing company, and I was just wondering what your fleet pricing is like for company vehicles. We have 10 vehicles," whatever the case may be. I want everybody to remember for the fleets, we designate a fleet status for a company if they have at least 3 vehicles, so 3 vehicles or more. And that could be, anything from work trucks to delivery vans to whatever the case may be. But if they have 3 vehicles under that company, we consider that a fleet. We don't consider a 1 or a 2 car a fleet. We usually do steep discounts on our pricings. And no sales tax with a net 30 basis. And then you'll just invoice them straight from the square stand itself at the time of checkout, or they can present a card, whatever the case may be. But we always offer that net 30 billing. If they don't want net 30, if they want net 15 or net 10 or net 7, we can do that as well. You can change that in the invoicing options inside of Square and be it specific for that customer. So when you go to invoice, Square will already know that you need to have a net 7 or a net 30 or a net 15 on that account. Going back to this, here also attaches a free oil change coupon for us to service one of your fleet vehicles, so we can provide you the quality of prove to you the quality of our services. We have locations in several markets, and each store can service your vehicles under the same account. That's why we have it across the board. So it's not Square independent. Every fleet that we have, it's on across all of the Square profiles or accounts. That being said, it's not likely that you're going to have multiple fleets running into different accounts. And then if you end up if you do have that with different franchisees or different, even a corporate store and a franchisee, we can have that conversation, or you can have that conversation with the other franchisee if you want to share that account with the other franchisee. depending on where you are in your location. And we can go over that offline at another time. So we have several locations in the market, and each store can service your vehicles under the same fleet account. We look forward to building a relationship with you. Thanks, and then your name, and then whatever locations. You can take this and pretty much use it for your purposes. You can change it a little bit if you'd like to. And then same thing with these sheets right here. These you can't change, but you can go ahead and make your own version of this. I think everybody has the approved logos. Everybody has access to Square, so they can look at the fleet packages and they can change those pricings accordingly to what you want to do. And then down here, I would put what the other competitors charge. So this is our price compared to a fleet account with Performance Plus. So this is a fleet account, our prices compared to Jiffy Lube and so on and so forth. So it gives them an idea of the savings that they'll have. Other things that you can do, it says we don't require any appointments, which we don't. But another big thing that I know fleets are really keen on is the fact it makes as little impact on their day as possible, right? So depending on what type of company it is, say it's a sales company and they do door-to-door sales, or it's a maid service and they have a bunch of appointments. If they're booking out a day because they have to drop their vehicle off to get an oil change done or service done on that vehicle, they're losing almost an entire day of revenue, or even a couple of hours. Ours is 10 minutes in and out, right? So that is one of the main points that we push for our fleets is we make as little impact on the day as possible. That employee can bring that vehicle in there, get an oil change. We already have everything saved, so they don't have to give us anything. We do the oil change, we invoice you, you're out the door in 10 minutes, and they're back on the road going to that next appointment. So that's going to be a huge selling point for fleets. Fleets can be something that's guaranteed income every month, right? So if you have a store that is, near a like a business heavy area, not a residential area, but a commercial area, what we like to do is have our employees keep watching the road, right? So when you're standing in the bay, if they're not doing anything, if there's no vehicles in the bay, then, kind of keep your eyes looking around on the road and seeing what commercial vehicles are passing by. That's really how we've gotten a lot of our fleets, is just from our managers doing the legwork, and then we follow up on the sales side. Anywhere from HVAC companies to fencing companies to garage companies, whatever the case may be, and just writing down their name of the company. If they can't get the phone number because they're driving too fast or whatever the case may be, then that's fine. We can always just Google what that company was, pull up the info, and give them a call. Phone calls are going to be a lot better, I believe, on the business side. I would do a phone call first and say, hey, my name is da 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 from Costa Oil, here located here in whatever territory you're in or what market you're in. I was calling because one of my managers had seen your vehicles drive by, and we wanted to offer you fleet pricing and maybe get some information on your company and what you guys do in the area, and then so on and so forth. After you have that phone call, then you follow up with this email. I wanted to follow up on a phone call that I had with you on fleet pricing. Here's our pricing list. Here's a free oil change card. Feel free to reach out to us with any questions you may have. And if you'd like to come by the shop sometime, we'd love to have you, that type of thing. So fleets can be kind of your bread and butter to your location, depending on the market that you're in. It can be almost that guaranteed source of income. You have that relationship building, and say somebody has 20 vehicles and they drive all the time. You're probably going to see at least 5 of those a week. So that's going to help you out, and you guaranteed there's 5 vehicles at this pricing, and you already know that that's going to be coming in. We have at a Lewisburg store, we have a flag service. So they follow the big rigs around. They drive 4,000 to 5,000 miles a week. So they actually come in and get oil changes every single week. So it's a good account to have, because that you're always going to see them. They almost come in like clockwork every Wednesday at like 2 o'clock. they're coming in and getting an oil change because they just put so many miles on their vehicles. So that's just a kind of a quick overview of what we offer for our fleets. As I said, again, the pricing can be changed to reflect the pricing in your market. If you've changed your pricing, you can do that. I think so. For our regular oil changes, our prices are usually $39.95. We've brought them down to $34.95 with no sales tax. And then our full synthetic is usually $79.95. We brought it down to $65.95. So each one changes a little bit, and you can do that according to what you guys are doing in your markets, and change that pricing. So I'm going to open up the questions now. This is all available to you on the Oil U page. Also, just before we open up questions or answers or anything like that, I also want to remind you of Slack. Slack is what we're using right now for all of our operations questions, all of our support questions. The entire back office team can see that. So if you join Slack, if you haven't yet, please do so. If you need an invite, please let me know and I'll send you another invite out, and we can get you on board there. Me, Costa, Justin, Aaron, Cody, we can all see everything that's going on in there. So if I'm not available, if Justin's not available, if somebody's not available, somebody will be available and we can answer those questions for you, and get those taken care of. So I'll go ahead and open it up to any questions you may have.
Hey, Brandon, it's Ryan.
Hey, Ryan, how's it going?
All right. I'm sorry, you may have answered this at some point at the beginning. I had a little noise going on and didn't hear everything at the first few minutes. But do you know the percent of revenue, or even a range that comes from fleet accounts in the corporate stores?
Each one's a little bit different because each store has their own fleet accounts. Our stores are pretty. Let's just take our Hanover store and our Dillsburg store. They're 35 minutes away. So yes, it's possible to have them share accounts, but so each store is at a different level. I would have to go back and look at each store and see what the percentage of fleets are. I know Hanover though, I would say at least like 35 to 40% of our customer base is fleets. That store has so many fleet accounts, and they're always I'm always seeing invoices being done. I have it set so if an invoice goes out, it goes to our email and our support email as well, just so we can keep track of that on our side. And there's at least 5 to 6 a day that come through that one. But that's just because we've built it so big in the Hanover area and the Hanover market that I would say probably at least 70% of the companies around here use us. And then we use them for other things as well. This is something that we can kind of go into. Having those customers on your fleet accounts, you know, they can help you with other things too. If you have a GC, a general contractor, and you're looking at maybe doing a remodeling of a building or something like that, say you bought a building and it's your building, but you want to do a remodeling. If you get that fleet account, then you've built that customer base, then you can use them for other things as well. You know, we have here at the Hanover office, we have an HVAC company. That's one of our fleet accounts. We just had to get some HVAC work done here, and we used them and they gave us a discount kind of thing. So building those relationships in your local markets and your local areas is not just doing you good on your business, but it's also creating that relationship that you can use for something else later on down the road.
Thanks.
Yep, no worries. Anybody else have any questions for today? All right. Well, if not, we're gonna close it down now. And then, like I said, this is all of these recordings from all of the past operations calls have been uploaded onto the oilu.org page. You can find all of these under the guides section of the page. So if you go to oilu.org, you go to guides, it's under the quick lube operations calls plus Q&A, and you can always access those at any time you'd like to go over stuff that we've already talked about, and maybe help you with other questions later on down the road, or if you have a question and you haven't been able to answer it, it might be answered in there for you. Hey Mitch, how's it going?
Hey, good. I just had a question when you're done about something separate. Is Costa hosting the state of oil call today, or is that down the road? I just don't have it on my calendar for an invite.
I'm not sure yet. I'll get with Costa and see if he is, and then we'll message you back in Slack.
Okay, I think once he does those again, if they're like every other week or every third week or whatever, if we could get like some kind of invitation or whatever, that'd be great if we can make it. Thanks.
Yeah, if I believe everybody, once we start doing them regular again, it'll be just like this. Everybody will have a revolving invite on their calendar, and you'll always be able to join it. Okay, I hope you all have a great day and a great rest of your week. If you have anything that you need, please reach out to us in Slack, and we'll be able to help you then. Take care and happy business.